Welcome to This Explainer. Have you ever needed to run a background check, sort out a complex legal issue, or maybe even dig deep into your family tree? Finding public court records, like civil, criminal, and probate files, is an absolutely critical skill for all of that. Today, we're going to empower you to uncover these records completely independently, and better yet, for free, right from your own computer. Let's get right into it.
So, picture this. You've got a name, and you urgently need to pull a legal record in Linn County. Sounds super straightforward, right? Well, you're about to hit a massive geographical roadblock that honestly trips up even the most seasoned researchers.
Here's the crazy curveball our source material points out. There isn't just one Linn County in the U.S. There are actually 4 totally distinct jurisdictions. We're talking Linn County in Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, and Oregon. And each of them operates a completely independent judicial system with its own rules, its own databases, and its own unique little quirks.
To help you sort this out, here is your investigator's map for today. We'll be covering understanding your right to know, navigating the 4 search portals, executing smart search strategies online, accurately interpreting the court dockets, and finally, real applications and troubleshooting issues.
Starting off with Section 1, understanding your right to know and the legal framework for public access.
The great news here is that you have a guaranteed right to access these records across all 4 of those jurisdictions. Whether you're looking at the Iowa Open Records Law from 1967 or Missouri Sunshine Law, the default presumption is that government records are open to the public. You literally have a fundamental right to see them, assuming, of course, the specific documents aren't sealed like in certain juvenile or adoption cases.
All right, moving into Section 2, navigating the 4 search portals, which is really where transparency meets digital infrastructure. The really crucial thing to understand here is how differently these portals manage their web traffic. For example, Missouri's Case.net and Iowa systems, they give you immediate access with 0 registration required. The doors are wide open. Kansas, on the other hand, puts a tight leash on their database traffic. You absolutely have to register and pass CAPTCHAs to get in. And then Oregon kind of sits right in the middle with a hybrid approach.
If you're searching in Oregon, you really need to understand this compromise they've made between basic open records and commercializing their detailed data. They'll give you a free smart search to find basic metadata. But if you want the full, detailed case documents, that's going to require their OJCIN online subscription, which hits you with a $160 setup fee plus monthly costs.
Up next is Section 3, executing smart search strategies online and techniques for accurate results.
We're going to use Missouri as our masterclass for navigating these portals. First up, you visit the Unified CaseNet platform. Second, and please do not skip this, select the 9th Judicial Circuit to isolate Linn County. If you don't do that, you're searching the whole state and you'll be totally overwhelmed with results. Third, put in the litigant's last name. And here's a massive pro tip from our sources. Make sure to uncheck the View with Paging option in Step 4. Doing that forces the entire chronological docket to load on a single scrollable screen, which is going to speed up your research immensely.
Across all of these different portals, using specific filters is what's going to refine your queries and help you avoid that classic beginner mistake of running overly broad searches. A last name is pretty much always mandatory, but tossing in a first name really helps cut through the noise. You can also search by case number, filing date, or even browse a judgment index. Oh, and Oregon has this fascinating feature where you can actually look up a case using just a vehicle license plate number.
Now, what if you're trying to keep tabs on an ongoing case? Well, Missouri offers this incredible tool to track active cases, so you don't have to manually log in and check the portal every single day. Just by clicking the little footprint logo on Case.net, you can set up automated text or email alerts for upcoming hearings, payment deadlines, and status changes. It is a huge time saver.
Section 4, accurately interpreting the court dockets or demystifying legal jargon.
Finding the file is only half the battle. You can think of the docket sheet as the timeline, or really the heartbeat of the entire legal case. It's just a chronological log of every single thing that happens, every motion filed, every single order given by the judge. And typically, you'll find the newest entries right there at the top.
Then we have the disposition. The disposition is basically the punchline of the case. It tells you exactly how the story ended. But keep in mind, it might not show up immediately. Sometimes that final outcome won't appear on the online portal until the court staff actually get around to manually entering the judgment into the system, which can take a few days.
And it's incredibly important to avoid this very common beginner trap. Seeing a case status labeled closed does not automatically mean the core issue was actually resolved.
A closed case might just mean an administrative closure, like a failure to prosecute, or maybe the case was just transferred to another jurisdiction entirely. You always have to read the actual docket entries to find out why it says closed.
Finally, Section 5, Real Applications and Troubleshooting Issues for when the digital trail goes cold.
So, why go through all this effort? Well, whether you're a genealogist hunting down a 19th century probate file to finish your family tree, an employer running a background check, or just a regular citizen verifying someone's legal history for your own personal safety, these records hold immense practical value. They really are the backbone of a transparent society. But, as we all know, digital systems are not perfect. Behold, the Justice Court Gap. This is one of those classic local quirks. Oregon's Linn County Justice Court operates completely independently out of Lebanon, Oregon. To get those specific local citation records, you literally cannot use the state's shiny online portal. You actually have to submit a written request directly to the court clerk down in Lebanon.
So how do you get your hands on physical documents when the digital trail just stops? First, identify exactly what you need online. Second, visit the physical courthouse, like Room 107 in Oregon's Linn County Court, where you can use their public kiosks for free. Third, submit a written request for copies to the Archives Department. And finally, pay whatever duplication fees are required. But a quick heads up, administrative backlogs are very real. Expect standard requests to take up to 5 business days and more complex ones to take 10 days or even longer. Patience is absolutely key here.
As you gather all this info, I want you to keep this quote in mind regarding online arrest records. Information on this site is preliminary, and the reports are unofficial. That's straight from the Missouri State Highway Patrol, and it perfectly highlights why you must always cross-reference online databases with official courthouse documents. The online portals are fantastic tools, no doubt, but they are subject to data entry delays and human error. The physical, certified court record is always your ultimate source of truth.
One quick disclaimer before we wrap up. While this explainer gives you a powerful masterclass in navigating these systems, you should always double-check the rules of the road before you begin a search. Portals get updated, subscription fees change, and state laws evolve over time. Doing a quick check of the local county clerk's official website will ensure you have the absolute most up-to-date details.
All right, now that you have the investigator's map, the legal framework, and the smart search strategies to navigate all 4 Linn counties like a total pro, whose history are you gonna uncover first? Let us know how you plan to use these brand new research skills down in the comments. And please, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this explainer with anyone who might need to unlock the public record. Happy searching!